Well, the Broncos had a tough loss today to Notre Dame in Indiana. That's where our sports team, Jordan Smith and Austin Parr, are to break down the game for us.
Welcome into Notre Dame Stadium. The Boise State Broncos came into South Bend with their eyes on upending the 21st ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish before a crowd of 80,000 people. But the Irish showed why it is so tough to come in here and steal a win. Austin.
One of the toughest stadiums in all of college football to play in. Like you said, a sea of green, 80,000, the fifth largest crowd that this Boise State program has ever played against. But early on in the first half, they were going toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the country.
Let's show you how it happened inside historic Notre Dame Stadium. The Broncos take the field to the deafening roar of 80,000 fans. The intensity at a 10 as the Broncos locked in for their toughest test since the Fiesta Bowl against Penn State. Notre Dame would start with the ball and they would waste no time moving down the field. Jeremiah Love would lead the charge all the way down to the 1-yard line. 4th and goal. Irish knocking on the door. Love gets the direct snap, and he's met at the line. How about that for a start? The Broncos stand tall on a goal line stand.
The Irish would eventually strike gold. Later on, C.J. Carr airs one to Will Pauling. The senior wins the one-on-one battle. Irish up 6 because the Broncos would block the point after try. The Broncos on offense, they couldn't get much going, at least until late in the first half.
Madsen leads the blue and orange down to the 1-yard line, 3rd and goal. Everyone in the stadium thinks Sire Gaines is getting the rock, but Madsen keeps it himself. He just skips into the end zone untouched. 7-6 Broncos in Notre Dame Stadium. But that would be the high point of the night for Madsen.
Second half action, Irish threatening. C.J. Carr lobs a beauty to Marcelo Diomede. And you know what they say, you can't teach size. That's good for 6. The Irish are up 21. Madsen trying to get his team back in it, looking for options, and then he slings it into double coverage. Story of the night, Notre Dame's Tay Johnson jumps the route for the interception.
The Broncos defense would make some great stops all afternoon, but that Notre Dame attack, just too much. Jadarian Price takes it 64 yards to the house. 28-7 Notre Dame. That look says it all from Broncos fans. Madsen trying to string anything together. He just couldn't settle in today. He throws his 4th interception of the night. Notre Dame flexes their muscles at home. They knock off the Broncos 28-7.
We got to find a way to win these games. You don't come out here for a trip. We don't come out here to enjoy the scenery. We come out here to win, and we didn't. And we had every right to. We didn't. Hats off to Notre Dame, very well coached. Coach Freeman's done a phenomenal job with his team. In a game, when you have 4 turnovers, I don't care who you're playing, especially a top 10 team like Notre Dame, you're not going to win.
At the end of the day, this is a non-conference game. I know this loss hurts, but the Broncos are turning their attention to the next 2 home games against New Mexico and UNLV. There's still a lot of season left.
I know they wanted to win this football game, prove their worthiness to be in another college football playoff, but hey, just like Danielson said, everything is right in front of them. They still want to try to win a 3rd straight Mountain West Conference championship.
A lot of season left to be played. That's going to wrap us up here from South Bend. Jordan Smith, Austin Parr. More news coming up after this.